What's up, guys? Bullfire the Foul-Handed here, bringing you part 14 of the Art of the Hellcat. Here we are on Siegfried line. We are one tier down, so it's not impossible. There's a good chance we'll do okay. We are in a standard battle. There are two schools of thought on this board. One, you can go to the left out in the field and do TD things, do medium things, so on and so forth. Or you can go into the city. This tank doesn't have any armor. The city's normally for tanks with armor or people with a death wish. I have neither, so I'm going to go out to the field and just see if I can't get some shots on some things that our scouts light up, assuming the scouts have even bothered to come out to the field. Which, sometimes they choose not to. I think we've all been there where you're patiently waiting in a bush and none of the scouts or mediums are rolling that side of the board. And, it sucks, but at the same time, I think we've all been there. Really showing off the Hellcat's slow turret here. We put around in that guy and end up taking him out. Now, if you see that little maneuver I did where I rotated the hull as well as the turret, you always want to try to do that if you're in a position where you really need to get the gun on target very quickly when you're being circle jerked, or in the case where there were shots available. So we're doing very well. We've taken out the first two guys on the board. We're going to try to put a round in this guy going up the hill. We were successful in that endeavor. Now keep in mind, so far we're doing nothing but side shots. We have yet to even need to load an APCR. Put a round there on the guy on the move. And at this point, I am Sixth Sense. It is time to get the hell out of Dodge. But at the same time, I want to try to put another round in him. We ended up connecting on that. And at this point, I really thought the Hellcat was going to kill me. The Cromwell was going to kill me. Because those tanks are ridiculously OP. You think the Hellcat is OP, get a Cromwell. Anyway, moving on. We're doing an excellent job of cleaning up the area right around F6. There's no reds there anymore. Anybody who poked out got shot, cut around the corner, got shot. The whole area right there was under perfect fire. The guys in the city were lighting up targets for the guys out in the field. It was an uncoordinated symphony because nobody knew that they were lighting up targets for us. So we're in an excellent position right here. We've got shots directly into the castle there. And the thing is, with this tank, you have to be just extremely cautious because, there is no armor on this thing. So, you do not want to be spotted at all. And so far, we have achieved that. We have a nice stack of kills here. The match is in its adolescence. There are a number of reds down. We do have a number of greens up and running. But of course, if you've ever played this game, it could easily go either way. We're still being cautious. We're being ultra conservative here with our HP. We don't want to get caught out anywhere. Of course, this isn't really the type of tank where if you are high tier, you drive down in there and push your weight around. This is still one of those tanks, even if you are high tier, you're very cautious. Because you don't want to get spotted in this tank ever. Because if you do,
what are you doing?
It will hurt. I haven't met a lot of people who have bounced rounds off of Hellcats, although I'm sure it will happen. So we are going up into their spawn area, where I am sure we're going to see a number of targets. See if we can't get the gun locked on and get some stuff out of the way here. We're scoping this artillery right now, and we're going to see if we can't put a round in the clicker as he runs off. It's not looking very good. We're going to see if we can't scope it, and no, we did not scope up the artillery in the right amount of time. And that's fine. We're still fine. We've got good health. The team is getting a little weathered. We are losing some of our greens at what I would like to call an alarming rate. We were winning, we were in the lead. Now, we're tied up, so it kind of makes me think, what's going on? Put a round here in the TD. Going to try to come over here and just finish him off, even if he hits us. that's fine, because, you know, we're going to finish him off. I'm very cautious about trying to aim this thing in. I want to make sure I connect. So I went ahead and took the tank destroyer out. And now it is the Artie's turn. He is going full throttle. I just need to make sure I lead him enough. And somehow it missed. That's the story of my life right there. I can make some crazy shots, but the easy stuff, somehow I mess up. Anywho, we're moving up into the city. People know my address right now. They know exactly where I'm at. So I'm chasing down an artillery in the city. And the issue here is there are a number of reds that I have no idea where they are. Now, whenever this happens, you need to just be very, very cautious. Because if you're in the middle of the city and, you know, there's nothing really lit up around you, you know, you need to say, hey, where could everyone be? Well, the answer is, you know, they could be right here. So, you know, just like this T-29, I had no idea he was here. So this is one of those situations where you have to be extremely careful. We end up putting a round in him, and you know, you know how this ends. Excuse me, it's not T-29. At any rate, ended up, you know, trying to get the better of him, and it was the T-29 that killed me. I am going to speed up now. Surprisingly, we are on the losing end of this. We somehow fumbled this game. It happens. It happens to all of us. You know, what are you going to do? There's nothing you can do. Sometimes you're going to win. Sometimes you're going to lose despite your best efforts. 2,355 damage. We did okay. You know, considering we were tier down. We did okay considering, you know, if we were high tier. Sometimes, guys, you're not going to get all the damage you want to. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share.